Hi there, compliance rockstars. Today, we'll explore how to create competencies in Employee Training Manager. Competencies are crucial for driving your skills matrix, reports, and profiles. It's important to have clear naming conventions and decide who can create, enter, and delete competencies to avoid duplication. This is essential for managing your employee training or any database effectively. Setting up a database is like painting. Spend time preparing and planning, and your data will be well organized. Neglecting this can lead to data creep and affect long-term data integrity. When managing workforce skills, you might face many different requirements that fall under the category of a competency. These could include qualifications, certificates, licenses, company training, inductions, or work instructions. Remember, a competency matrix, also known as a training or skills matrix, is organized alphabetically. To keep things tidy and avoid data clutter, it's a good idea to group similar competencies together so they're easier to view and manage. When we help set up a new client portal, the Onecard admin team often uses a simple coding system. Here's the one we use the most. The letter A for nationally accredited competencies, B for licenses, C for competency verifications, and D for in-house training. By placing that code at the start of each competency title, all your similar items stay grouped together in the matrix, instead of being scattered all over the place. Keeps everything clean and easy to read. But hey, rockstars, you need to make it your own. Create a naming convention that fits your company, industry, and clients. Okay, let's add a competency. It's simple. Go to the Add Competency button, and in Name, let's type in Advanced First Aid. If you spell it wrong, don't stress, you can go back and change it later. Now under the name is the ability to enter some more information. If this competency has a significant status, you can mark it Important, which in reports and in an employee's profile, the title will show in a bold font for quick recognition. Next, you can add some information in the description. This is really handy for administration teams. When they are adding data, they will see information, like expiry duration or what other competencies are related, etc. Keep it brief as the information will appear against the title when data is being entered. Then save and close. If you've created an in-house competency, like a health and safety induction, work instruction, safe work procedure, SOP, or toolbox talk, you might need to track its revision and version. Employee Training Manager makes this easy. Tracking and version control is a key requirement for any ISO or other accreditation audits. Auditors love this feature in Employee Training Manager. Now, compliance rockstars, let's take a closer look at version control. Quickly glancing at the icons, it's clear this one is a critical procedure with 2 versions saved. Let's examine it more closely. This is an induction for a new starter with revision 2.1 being the latest version, and you can clearly see the code, date, and responsible person. And that's not all. Like everything in Employee Training Manager, the data can be viewed in a report where you can filter which procedures are due for review and who is responsible. To add an updated version, click on Add Version button and update the information. By clicking on the blue circle to the left, you'll get a quick snapshot of who's already obtained the competency, and if there's an expiry date, when it's due to expire. All our data includes a historical records to enable transparency, checking and tracking data entry, and provide information during audits. Also from this menu, you can quickly check which roles this competency is assigned to and see at a glance whether it is a mandatory or desirable role requirement. Let's take a closer look. Here, we can see that CPR is desirable requirement for a livestock technician and mandatory for a driver. If I want to remove the competency from a role requirement, you can perform the task right here, no problem. And now it's removed from that role. If you need to re-add it at any time, you navigate to the role and add it back into the requirements. Let's talk about one of the most important admin functions in the platform, managing competencies. User access outlines what functions an employee can perform on the platform. In Employee Training Manager, head up to the options icon in the top menu, then click User Access on the left-hand side. This is where you'll see all the different admin permissions. You can create as many access columns as you need. But here's the thing. Be really clear and intentional about what you're giving access to. It's one of the most powerful functions in the platform, and keeping it controlled will help protect your data and keep everything tidy. You'll want to be really selective about who can create, edit, or remove competencies. We strongly recommend limiting this to just a few trusted team members. The fewer, the better. As you can see, Creating and using competencies in Employee Training Manager is super straightforward. But if you'd like a hand setting up your naming conventions or company codes, just give us a call or shoot through an email. You can even book a 30-minute power session with one of our training admins. They'll help you map it out with some simple, practical ideas to get you started. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, compliance rockstars, stay safe, stay compliant, and keep rocking it.